Okay, so after you greet your caller, there's other directions your conversation will typically go in. If you're at a switchboard, you might have to. Somebody might ask for somebody else, then you're answering the phone, and if that person is there, let's say Mario, somebody calls and says, you answer the phone. Hello, Ride. How may I direct your call? The person says, "Hi, I'd like to talk to Mario." And you could say, "One moment, please. I'll put you through." Or, "Just a moment, please. Um, I'll transfer your call." Something like that. I'll put you through. I'll transfer your call. Now, if Mario isn't around, um, in the United States these days, they usually say, "I'm sorry, he's out. Can I give you his voicemail?" So there's two things, out and away. I'm sorry he's out. I use that "I'm sorry." You're not really apologizing, but it softens it a little. Softeners and strengtheners are tools that we use for our tone of voice, for our communication, and they're quite useful, no, to give that feeling that we want to give. So I'm sorry it's not available at the moment. I'm sorry he's out, which means he's not here right now, or I'm sorry he's away. That might be a couple of days, maybe visiting another city or country. Um, so I'm sorry he's not here right now. Can I give you his voicemail? Shall I give you his voicemail? Should I give you his voicemail? Do you want his voicemail? These are all expressions you could use. If you do it that way, another option would be, can I take a message? Would you like to leave a message? Okay. Can I take a message? Can I leave him a message? Can I tell him who called? Um, and then they said, yeah, this is blah, blah, blah. If you don't hear the name the first time, here's a nice trick: is you can say, sorry, that's sorry again. Sorry, could you spell that for me? Um, I'm sorry, how is that spelled? These are expressions. Um, and it's also a way of, like, if you didn't hear it at all, then you get it that way. And you know, could I have your phone number, please? And then something like, well, I'll have him call you as soon as he gets back, or I'll see that he gets the message. Okay, these are some options. Now, if you totally didn't hear somebody, I mean, say somebody's, calling to rent a car, for example, right? And you've said hi and everything, and they're like, yes, we'd like to reserve a car. Okay, for what dates would the reservation be? When would you be picking up the car? Um, okay, and at what location? Yes, and you'd be returning it on the 21st. Okay, yes, very good. Um, what sort of car would you like? Are you looking for something, a larger car, a smaller car, perhaps a minivan? What? Nah, forget that last bit. You don't say what, but um, what sort of car did you have in mind? That could be something you could ask. And says yes, well, we have that. There's a Volkswagen Touran available at for that day. It's a seven-seater and automatic transmission. I don't know if that interests you. Um, this car is available for 55 euros per day, or slightly reduced rate if you have it for a week. Um, were you looking for something like that, or let them tell you? And then now, if you totally don't understand what they say, well, okay, you have to ask them to repeat because you need the information, you didn't get it. So let's talk about some ways you can ask people to repeat. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say that again? Um, Sorry, there was some noise here. Just would you mind repeating that? Yeah, don't say about the noise because then it sounds like you guys are working in a barn or something. But would you mind repeating that? Or did you say blah blah blah? Now, a lot of phone people, and what the hell? I'm sorry, what the heck are phone people? I think I just created that, but I mean like people who work on the phone, like these people who call you anyway. Even in stores, there seems to be a technique people use of reiterating what you've said. So maybe a little bit, it's a way of sort of confirming that you understood, what they wanted you to understand. But be careful with that because at least half the time people do that with me, it's because they didn't listen and what they say is wrong. And it puts me in a strange position. They say, okay, so you want. No, I didn't say that, but I have to say no and then repeat it. So I would reiterate like in the small pieces, not like try to get some whole big picture, especially if you're just imagining half of it, and but like an automatic transmission, you said, or 3 days. That would be not four. That'd be returning it on the 25th. Did we say like that? I would reiterate in smaller chunks. That's one piece of advice. Um, we pause this.